India called as the youngest country in the world. Do you know why? It has 66% of youngsters throughout its population. And have you ever thought of what do they ride? They ride fast moving and fun motorcycles like this. The new entry to the Indian market, the Keeway K300R, an entry-level sports bike you have to consider. At your first glance, as you look at the bike for the first time, so you'll realize that it is a kind of a super bike or something. So of course it is new to the Indian market, and this particularly looks intimidating. It grabs a lot of attention. I was using it for the third day right now, and the design elements and the graphics are just top notch. And if I talk about the aerodynamics, and the cuts and creases are really heavily designed, and the holes right here, as you can see under the pillion seat, of course, so the air flows right from here. So in terms of design and looks, top notch. And if I sit onto the motorcycle, it feels really much confident, and the riding triangle, and of course the pegs are positioned rear set, so it gives much more confidence while riding. So I am 6 feet 2 inch tall. It doesn't feel much confident for me especially. So if you are 6 or below 6, it suits you actually. And now let's hear how it sounds like. Yeah, 4 to 5,000 RPM and revving till 12,000 RPM. If I speak about lights, so everything on this motorcycle is LED. So yeah, and the front, as you can see, the eyebrow kind of design, the DRLs, and headlight is of course LED, and at the rear you get to see a rear LED as well. So in terms of design, I'm not a big fan of those design headlights, but yeah, it throws lots of light onto the road, and pretty functional as well. Coming to the heart of the matter, it is offered with 300cc single cylinder, which makes 27 horses and 25 Newton meters of torque, which is kind of cool actually, but compared to its rivals, it is not much. 27 horses, not much. You can make the top speed of 120 to 130 it's in just no time. If I talk about the mileage, so it gives around 30 to 35 kilometers in between in a smoothie ride. So if you rush and give full throttle, it may restrict to 27 to 30 in between. So I like the riding modes on this motorcycle. And coming to the seats and cushioning is everything is nice, and the pillion has to sit on the first floor. And coming to the fuel tank, it is offered with 13.5 liters of fuel tank, and this carbon fiber texture gives that cool appeal while riding. Now it's time for pros and cons. So if I talk about the pros of this motorcycle, so it grabs a lot of attention, and the design they opted is fantastic. It grabs a lot of attention when compared to its rivals like the RR310 or the BMW G310RR, and of course RC390 and the Ninja 300 of course. So it grabs, compared to all these motorcycles, it grabs a lot of attention, you know, and that's all about pros. And now coming to the cons, firstly, the ground clearance is very short. So if you are riding with the pillion, you will touch all the speed breakers possible, you know. That's the biggest disadvantage I found on this motorcycle. So coming to the pillion, of course they sit on the first floor. The pillion has to end up with catching this fairing right here. So there is no kind of special grab rails on this motorcycle. And the third thing is the power. So if we compare with its rivals, it is very less, you know. In terms of looks, I like this upon that, but yeah, you get more power, and if you are looking for those entry-level sports bike with more power, you can opt for that. And these are the things I found on this motorcycle. So if you like the video, make sure to give the thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.